somewhere in June this year, my brother Peter Belwa posted on his Facebook page that somebody got in touch with him. He has gotten admission with a full scholarship, but need help with a couple of things. One was money for visa application fee. Two was money for service fee. I would explain service fee later. And then three was money for flight ticket. Now, quickly, I replied that post on Facebook and said that why not, bro? The Fred Effect team can support. So Peter Belwa, through his Facebook page, was able to raise the money for the visa application fee, and this gentleman got it paid. And now the Fred Effect team set in to handle the rest, which includes the plane ticket or the flight ticket and the service fee. And as I speak with you now, this gentleman is enjoying his full scholarship at a university in the USA. How did he apply, knowing that he wouldn't have the funds to continue the rest of the processes? What was the motivation behind? How did he start the whole process? Where is he from? And what is his academic qualifications? This is what we do on the Study Abroad podcast, where we invite individuals who are where you want to be, who are studying at the universities and the colleges you want to apply to, so that they share their experience, their journey, and how they were able to do it. My name is Fred, and this is the biggest Study Abroad content platform. So you can join us on YouTube, you join us on Facebook, we are live on TikTok. And what we do is that we are going to walk you through how to do it. However, if you need help, we also extend a helping hand so that we can support you one-on-one to go through the process. So I'm going to bring my guest on and then we get started. What we want you to understand is that if people have been able to do it, you can do it. All you need is the information and how it can be done. And sometimes just a helping hand from somebody who is experienced in the process. So I'm bringing my guest on, and then we get started. Hi, Joseph. How you doing?
Hi, Fred. I'm
So
fine.
for me, I know you to be Joseph. For the millions of people who be tuning in, kindly a quick introduction. And my first question will be, why did you start the process when you knew that you wouldn't have money to continue? And then we come to Peter Belwa's case. And shout outs to my brother Peter Belwa. He's using his platform to do amazing work, and it's his birthday. So happy belated birthday to you, Peter Belwa. He's a very good brother. So a quick introduction, bro. Where are you from in Ghana? What's your name? And then what was your background academically before relocating to study abroad?
I want to thank God for how far He has brought us all, and also thank you to you for giving me the platform to share my experience, and also to those who have been able to join. My name is Joseph Humility. Yeah, a lot of people call me Joseph, and others by my same name. Yeah, actually from Northern Region Upper West. That's my hometown. Yeah, but I was staying in the Western North region, so if you require to be specific, and I attended Kane University. Yeah, so I'm a tech guy.
Okay.
Yeah, and I had a bachelor's degrees in general agriculture, and I
Okay.
majored in animal sciences. Yeah,
Oh,
so
I see.
I became a TA from December last year
Mhm.
till August when I left. Yeah.
All right. So you wanted to study abroad, yet you did not have the funds. What was the motivation to start? And that's what I've been trying to tell people, that your current financial circumstance should not bring you down. You should do something. You knew you wouldn't have the funds for all this. Why then did you start in the first place?
Well, actually, I didn't project beyond because I felt like one step at at a time.
Right.
Because maybe if I had done that, I would have got discouraged along the line.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I started, all of, and then I felt that when step one is able to go through it, maybe who knows, step two might also go through it. And
Exactly.
I feel like if I'm able to get a full ride, like a full scholarship,
Mhm.
definitely there will be someone somewhere, yeah, that may come to my aid. Yeah, and I had the faith. I mean, I'm a child of God.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I believe in God so much, and I felt like even though I wasn't ready financially, and I
Mhm.
knew there is a lot that goes into that, but I knew if I'm able to go through in terms of the application and then securing an admission,
Mhm.
yeah, there will be a hand somewhere to come through. So that motivated me to, I mean, kept going, and then he showed
Yeah.
me, I mean, Macy and I, it all happened. Yeah, connected me to great people along the line. And
I'm getting goosebumps. I like the fact that as intelligent as you are, you have faith in God that beyond all the brilliance or the academic brilliance, there's an almighty hand somewhere. And I made a TikTok video that I was explaining that I have had years of doing this, having two masters on a full scholarship and then also pursuing a PhD. I have come to understand and helping a lot of people that God has a huge hand in this process. And so I really appreciate that you acknowledge the hand of God in your process as well. Let's talk about how did you, Peter Bower is a busy person. How did you
yeah,
get in touch with him?
well, I started thinking of the study abroad journey when I was in second year at KNUST.
Okay, so
Yeah,
for those of you watching us from a different country, KNUST is Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. It's located in the Ashanti region of Ghana, specifically Kumasi. So he's saying that he graduated from this institution, and most people think that is the best university in Ghana. Well, it's arguable. Anyway, let's move on.
yeah. So it all started. I mean, second year when I actually didn't like the program I was studying.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't like a Greek,
Mm-hmm.
so I wanted to find a way to leave the program and then go away. Yeah, so I in second year I had an offer for scholarship to India, but
Okay.
then my parents said no, second year you would have to just complete it. So
Okay.
there I started following people of like minds, watching videos on how to do this, documents required, and then I read a lot of things myself
Mm-hmm.
because most of these things you can do it yourself
Yeah.
if you really meant it. So that was what happened right from second year, third year. So when I got to fourth year, when I became a TA, I felt like that was the only way to get in touch with some of the professors for recommendation letters. And then my intentions was to go to school, not just that I wanted to leave the country, I wanted to travel. I
Yeah.
actually wanted to go to school.
Okay.
And what I wanted to study, I wanted to study reading genetics and maybe neuroscience. I
Mm-hmm.
felt like Ghana, I mean, the universities for graduate school for that research, they weren't facilities to support that.
Okay.
And most of the lecturers personally told me I have to explore schools outside to be able to carry out that research.
All right.
Yeah, so I started following Peter, started following you videos, and then how. So I felt like when I got the offer, I was like, come on, then maybe let me just reach out to Peter. I mean, he was the first person that
Yeah.
came to mind. Yeah, so I sent him my documents, my KNUST ID, my offer letter, my
That was
everything.
through what? Inbox on Facebook or maybe email? How did you
Yeah,
reach?
I felt like, I mean, Facebook wasn't all that of, sorry, but the appropriate way to send a message. So I
Yeah.
took his email.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then I drafted a nice email where I sent my documents and then I sent it to him. So
Wow.
in less than, I mean, in few hours time, he replied, and then his PA contacted me. Yeah, I think after he replied, I didn't check my email, so
Mhm.
he made the PA to call me, and then I replied him through an email, and then I sent the rest of the documents. And in less than 24 hours, I was able to get an amount like 3K plus for my visa,
Wow.
and then yeah.
Wow. So this is the post my brother Peter Bawa made on Facebook. He posted that a guy has gotten a full scholarship to study at Ohio University, but it was actually
The
Ohio State
highest,
University. And
yeah.
and let's clarify that. Tell us what's the difference between Ohio University and Ohio State University?
Okay, so let me just begin. You went to Ohio,
Yeah, I went to
Ohio
Ohio
University,
University.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's the oldest. It's older than Ohio State, and
Yeah.
it's located in, is it Athens?
Athens. Yeah, that
Yeah,
is.
Athens, and Ohio State is located in Columbus.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the state of Ohio, the capital is Columbus, and that is where Ohio State University is located. Hopefully, I'll be able to share the website of these two universities so that it doesn't confuse people, right? So Ohio State University is actually located in the capital of Ohio, which is Columbus, and that's where Joseph is schooling at the moment. He will tell us more about the school. And then about 1 hour 30 minutes from the capital, which is Columbus, that is where in Athens, that's where Ohio University is located. There on their website, Ohio State is mostly red and white, and then on the website of Ohio University is green and then white. So there's a difference between these two schools, and they're amazing universities. Joseph is in one. I attended one, so we know these universities very well. And then you can also apply. I'll share the website later on. So let's move on from there. So this is the post my brother made on June 1st. A guy got a full scholarship to study at Ohio State University in USA. He is facing challenges in paying for the MRV. MRV is the visa application fee, just in case you are listening to us for the first time. And someone has decided to donate $100. Please, the guy is from WA. Let's help him on this. He would also help others sending. So after Joseph reached out to Peter Bewa. Peter Bewa, through the power of social media, posted this. And that is when the Fred Effect, after getting the visa application fee paid, we still needed two things: the flight ticket and the service fee. And then that is where okay, so I'm trying to share this. Okay, so this is the first post Peter Bawa made, which is this one. A guy is facing this. This is the one he made, and then later on he posted this where we stepped in and then we're able to help. So this is to say that use your social media effectively. On social media, people are able to get help, which changes their life. And so if you have an opportunity, follow platforms like Peter Bawa TV that can easily change the course of your life. All right. So bro, people were able to come through for you, and now the process was smooth. Let's talk about when you started your process. So you wanted to study, you wanted to change your program, and now you've completed KNUST, serve as a TA. When exactly did you graduate, and when did you start your process?
Oh, I graduated just last year.
Okay, which is
Yeah, 23.
2023. Okay.
Yeah, and then that was it all started when I got to fourth year.
Okay.
Because fourth year I applied to this top school in South Africa,
Mhm.
Pretoria University.
Okay.
Yeah, but the offer came with our funding, and then I left it. But it all started last year, December. So that was when everything started. And let me put this, before I even started, I wasn't having a passport or something.
Okay.
I got my passport on 2nd May this
Wow.
year. Yeah. And then
So in December 2023, that means that was somewhere last year.
yeah.
And you said you graduated from KNUST in the
Yeah,
same year.
like November 2023.
So how quickly were you able to get your documents to now put in the applications for December?
Oh, me, I had my transcript, my incomplete one when I was in fourth year,
Mm-hmm.
from first year to third year. And then I had my CV because I mean I'm a good writer myself. So
Okay.
I draft my own CV, my SOPs. Yeah, so I had them already. And then for the recommendation letters, I already had that kind of connection with some lecturers at the department, my
Because
undergrad
you were a
supervisor.
TA.
Yeah, and my
Okay.
undergrad supervisor, and the one who supervised me during my national service as a TA. And then some other lecturers that I personally go to their office to help. Yeah, Dr.
So it means
Frempong.
that you started your application with an incomplete transcript.
Yeah,
All right. So how many semesters? Because undergrad 4 years is supposed to be 8 semesters.
yeah, I think
How
six
many
semesters,
semesters of
six,
transcript did you have by then?
six.
6 semesters.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So you didn't have the final two. And how were you able to convince Ohio State universities to still give you admission with 6 semesters of transcript?
Yeah, so after graduation January, when
Uh-huh.
school resumed and then they came, that was when I requested for the complete transcript from
Okay.
from KNUST. But then I already used the incomplete one too. apply to other schools.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. So now, if you're hearing it for the first time, you don't have to wait for your. So some people are complaining that we have graduated, we've not gotten all our transcript to be ready, so I cannot apply. Joseph is telling you that he used the incomplete transcript, which had 6 semesters out of 8, to start the application, which means it is possible to work with what you have at the moment. Okay, so now, how long did it take you? I want to understand. You graduated in November. And
yeah.
then when did you finally get to the US in 2024?
I think 9th August 2024.
So it took you approximately like what, 6 or 7 months?
Yeah. And
Wow.
even I didn't even apply to OSU Ohio State in January. I applied in March.
Wow. Okay. So if you
Yeah.
are listening to us now, I like how the story is going.
Yeah, and then
If you are
one of my friends even applied April, and he's also here. Yeah.
Wow. So it means that, even though there are some deadlines for fall 2025, there are deadlines in December, there are deadlines in January. However, it is still possible to put in your
Yeah.
applications next year for fall semester.
Yeah, you can.
Right. So let's juice it up a little bit. What are you studying currently at Ohio State University? And talk to us about your scholarship.
Okay, so I'm currently studying a master's degree in animal science with
Okay.
a focus on breeding genetics and neuroscience. That's what I had always wanted to do.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
because I realized that at the department, KNUST, all most of the lecturers were into nutrition,
Hmm.
and the only breeding geneticist we had, who was my undergrad supervisor, Dr. Olympio.
Hmm.
Shout out to him. He's into retirement now.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was like, why not? Why don't I just do something different? Go into the molecular aspect of animal sciences. Yeah, so that's what I currently do here. And
I like your acknowledgement of people who have helped you in your life. So mention the name of the professor again. Shout outs to him.
yeah, Dr. O.S. Olympio. Yeah,
Okay,
he's
so
a
he,
renowned breeder and he has a hatchery at KNUST, Olympio Hatchery.
I see, I
Yeah.
see. Where is he now? God bless him for that encouragement.
Yeah, he's currently at he's in Ghana, but he had his PhD at Saskatchewan, Canada.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's
Oh,
currently in Ghana.
I see.
Yeah.
So that is the program you had wanted to do.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people are of the view that if you delay in applying to the school, that's where you end up not getting scholarship. How did you come by your scholarship? Did it come automatically with your admission? Did you have to have an interview? Did you apply separately after your admission? Somebody holds an admission now, they don't have a scholarship. How did yours come about?
Yeah, so I started by sending cool emails to professors across schools
Okay.
that had similar research interests as mine.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I sent about 150 to 200 cool emails.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I did this day in, day out. When I go to campus and I don't have work, that's what I worked on.
Okay.
And then after class, I will go back. I will go back to the office. I will be there till daybreak, and I'll be the first person to come to the department to open the office.
Hmm.
I was doing that consistently. And some of the professors, they will give you, I mean, negative feedback. They will be like, they are currently not accepting students.
Okay.
And they will be like, they don't have funding, but if you know you can secure funding, you can apply and then you come. So it was then I was applying, contacting professors, and also applying to other schools without contacting professors. And what
Okay.
I did was mostly I would have to contact the graduate coordinator first. When
Hmm.
they don't have open assistantships, then I can go ahead to contact the individual professors. So that was what I was doing. And then I contacted this professor at my currently university, and she was like, I wanted a straight PhD with my bachelor's degrees.
Hmm.
Yeah, but she was like she wasn't currently accepting PhD because she had already gotten one from China, and she
Oh,
asked
okay.
me if only I would be interested for the master's program.
Hmm.
But then her interest is also in breeding genetics, and she's also a neuroscientist. So I was
Oh,
like, why
wonderful.
not? Yeah, so I think it was on Monday, and then she scheduled a Zoom meeting with me on Friday that week.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was like 20 around February, 12 February there. And then we had an interview, and then she was like she was okay with my transcript, my CV, and my research interest. And then she asked me to go ahead and then apply to OSU. But then it was just left with I mean 3 weeks or 1 month to the application deadline to
Yeah.
OSU. Yeah, so I was under pressure because I had to raise money for my
Application fee.
application fees, which was $75. And
Wow.
by then, National Service, they weren't paying us. And I had to use that same money for my birth certificate, my application, and also save some for my passport. So
Well,
it took me like,
so it means that you actually applied to a lot of schools without uploading your passport.
I mean, you don't really need that to start. Yeah,
Exactly. That's
yeah.
what I keep on telling people, that you have no excuse at
Mhm.
all, because you don't need a passport to begin the application. And shout outs to Intellectual Choice. The one behind it posted on Facebook that sometimes if the school requires a passport, you can upload your national ID, maybe your
Yeah.
student ID, Ghana card,
Mhm.
whatever, from the beginning. It is after admission has been secured, you want to work on the I-20 visa process. That's where the passport comes in. So if you don't have your passport to, again, Joseph is making you understand that that is not an excuse. You can actually apply. All right. So you mentioned that you apply to a lot of schools. What we want to do normally is to show people some of these universities. Sometimes it's the first time they are hearing about it, so that they can also research and see if they can apply to. If you are just joining us, the conversation is getting interesting. I'm speaking with Joseph. Joseph is currently at Ohio State University, in Ohio in USA, and then we want to differentiate between Ohio State and Ohio University. So this is the website of Ohio University. That is my alma mater, so I don't joke with this school at all. So this is the campus, the website of Ohio University. It usually snows. It's a beautiful campus. They have a lot of campuses, but the main campus is located in Athens, Ohio. So let's also show people the website of Ohio State. So talk to us about Ohio State, bro.
Yeah. Ohio State is the third largest university in the US.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's also an R1 university, a land grant, public research institution. Yeah, and it's among the top 15, 17 best universities in the US. So in terms of research, they don't actually joke. And nice people, nice faculty, class, lecturer, I mean, professors ratio, small class size, and then, I mean, it's actually a good school. And if you happen to get the funding to this school, it will just come in a form of full ride. Yeah.
I see. So talk to us about the scholarship. When you say scholarship, you have a full scholarship. What does it actually cover?
Yeah, so um scholarship mostly applies to the undergrad students.
Okay.
Yeah, but the scholarship for graduate students mostly come in the form of either TA or RA or administrative duties, and
Mhm.
it's something you actually have to work for in return. So mine came as an RA, a research
Okay.
assistant. Yeah, and I think that's okay because you will do a
Yeah.
lot of lab work. Yeah, and I work 20 hours per week.
So to be clear, you're working and schooling at the same time.
I mean, I just in the lab.
Exactly. So
Yeah,
because of your scholarship, you have work to do aside your schooling, and that's how come you're being paid, and your school
yeah.
fees is also being paid for. All right. So there was a time you posted that when you got to the US, your professor gave you $800, for accommodation. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, I think she's a nice person. So when I
Yes.
got here, I was in touch with her. I mean, when I got to the US, so on I got here on Friday. So Saturday she came and picked me to the lab, and we did some research at
Mhm.
the Biomedical Center. So after that, I told her I just came and I didn't because I came in with just $50.
You landed at the Ohio airport with $50.
Yeah, but then I wasn't still I wasn't bothered because I knew no matter what, since I've gotten here, I will
Wow.
survive it. I
Your
came
story
here
is
with
interesting. So, what if you had missed your flight along the way or stuff like that?
uh,
$50. How do you? So, I have picked a lot of people from the Ohio airport, the Columbus airport, John Glenn International Airport a
yeah.
couple of times. So yeah, I know the place very well. And then you go here on $50.
Hmm.
Oh my goodness.
So,
Okay, so go on, go on.
so
I'm listening.
I told her that I mean I just came and we'll need some few weeks to process our document. She even told me that for us to be paid our monthly stipend. So she was like, okay, that I should come. And then I went to her and then she went and withdrew 800. I told her I needed like 500.
You're right.
Yeah, and she gave me like 300 extra, and she was like, she knows I'm international student, the transition. So as you as I should just take this and then I mean for the meantime, I can
Was it
pay.
on the loan or for free?
She just gave it to me because last month I went to her that I wanted to pay back, and she was like, "No, no, no, no. That I mean, you've been paid like 4 months, so just forget it." You said, yeah, she's
Oh wow,
yeah,
wow,
and
wow.
she's an Asian, she's a Chinese, so I mean, she's
She
really a
understands.
nice person.
She
Yeah.
understands the system.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So if you're just tuning in, you're not late. This is the biggest Study Abroad content platform, and this is what we call the Study Abroad podcast. On the Study Abroad podcast, what I do is to invite individuals who have been through the Study Abroad process so that they share with you their process, their journey, and how they were able to get the admission, the scholarship, and the visa to get to where they are at the moment. And today I'm talking to my brother, Joseph, who has a very inspirational story, and he's telling us about his journey, his process, so that you can also learn from it. So Joseph, let's talk about the other universities you apply to.
Yeah.
So I normally want to share that with people. Remember that within this session, we are going to pick two people that Joseph will mentor for free to go through the process. We only need serious people, to be very frank with you. And this is how you're going to be selected. Remember that we select people every weekend. So if you're not selected this week, hopefully next week you get selected. Last week we selected some people as well. So we are not only telling you how you can do it, we are also trying to lend a helping hand. It makes it easier if somebody experienced like Joseph is able to tell you, this is how I did it. This is the school you have to apply to do this at this stage. It makes it easier. So this is how you can be selected. You have to just comment, click on the like button, click on the subscribe button if you're watching us on YouTube, click on the like if you're watching us on Facebook, TikTok, or Instagram, and then on X, and then you follow the platform as well. When you finish, this is the question for the week. We want to know that the country you're watching us from and what time is it at your end. Just if it's 2 o'clock, 2:07 at my end, same time.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm currently somewhere around Ohio, so I'm on the move actually. So tell us the time and where you're watching us from. Which country are you watching us from? And also, we want you to answer this question: where have you gotten to in the study abroad process? So are you about to start? Are you gathering your document? Are you currently maybe still in school and you are listening to us? Have you gotten admission? Are you struggling to get scholarship? Have you gotten your visa interview scheduled, and all that? So let us know where you've gotten to in the study abroad process, and let us know what assistance do you need. If you need that one thing to propel you to the next step of the process, what would it be? Let us know from the end. And by doing this, you Okay. And by doing this, you automatically enter the draw so that you can be selected to be mentored through the process. If you are a high school graduate or a diploma graduate, if you are being selected, it means that the Fred Effect team will handle your applications for free. If you are looking for a graduate or a PhD program, a master's or PhD, then Joseph is willing to hold your hands through the process. So we are doing the best to help as many people as we can. So do your best to support what we do here as well. It's out of your support that the Fred Effect team is able to assist people like Joseph. So Joseph, talk to us about the universities you apply to, so we share it and other people can also go search for it.
Yeah, so I applied to Clemson University, Clemson.
Okay, so let me see if I can. It's 1 month production. I do everything, so let's see if I can share. So Joseph is currently at Ohio State University, and we are sharing the website. And then you said the next school is Clemson University, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And let's talk about you applying to these schools. Did you have to sit for any exams, whether TOEFL, IELTS, or what have you?
No, I didn't write any of these proficiency tests.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. And a lot of people complain that in KNUST, it is CWA. The
Yeah.
universities in the US require CGP. How did you navigate that?
I realized that not every school required like a transcript evaluation.
Mhm.
And in the US, there are a lot of schools, I mean, countless universities. So if you don't meet school A, then definitely you will meet the requirement for school B, and
Exactly.
then same as school C. So whichever grade, whether lower, pass, first class, there are schools here that can meet everyone's need,
I love
and then
that. Well, I
require.
need you to repeat that. Just what the sentence you just used. I love that.
Yeah, so whichever GPA or CWA you have, there are schools, I mean, countless ones that can meet your requirement, whether first class, second class, lower pass. There are schools that accept each and every one of these grades that you might have.
Yeah. If you have an opportunity to sit for GRE, there is a school that will straightly require that. If
Yeah,
you have the money to pay for evaluation, especially if you have a low CGPA, there are universities that straightly require the evaluation. If you can sit for TOEFL, there are schools that will take it. If you cannot sit for it, there are
there is
schools that
still a
would
way.
admit you. So if you
Mhm.
have the GRE, there are schools for you. If you don't have it, there are schools
There
for
are,
you.
mhm.
You know,
Because
so
sometimes you can even have all these requirements,
and they will not
but
take
you wouldn't be able to land, I mean, a school with funding. So,
exactly,
and sometimes I tell people that, I mean, schools like grad school, it counts beyond just the grade. I
exactly.
mean, your SOP, your reference letters, and your CV, they all count. Yeah, so I mean, the grade shouldn't be a hindrance that I have this kind of grade, and no, it goes beyond that.
But bro, I'm loving this conversation. I would like to know like what books you read, how because I love the way you think. You know. Anyway, let's move on to the school. So we've shown Ohio State, we've shown Ohio University, and this is Clemson University. What program did you target at Clemson, and why didn't you end up there?
Well, I applied for fisheries.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, so Clemson University is actually located in Clemson, South Carolina. They usually waive applications fees for PhD
yeah.
programs and all that. So check out Clemson University, located in South Carolina, in a city called Clemson. All right, which other university?
I applied to Iowa State.
Okay, let me Iowa State. Where is it located?
I don't know, but I think it's in Iowa.
Yeah, I think I've been to Iowa State before.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, the capital of Iowa is called Des Moines. A lot of people don't
Oh,
know that. It's not really popular. Yeah, Iowa is one of the relaxed, cool places that you would love to stay. So Iowa State University, I'm showing the website. So just in case you've not heard about any of these schools so far, I'm sharing the website. It makes it easier. Write them down. Take a pen and a paper. This is a study abroad podcast, so you need to be taking notes. And this video will still be live across all the Fred Effect social media platforms. So at any point in time, you can go back to them, watch, and still learn from what we are sharing. We are really trying to put as much value in a content that you have to spend money to pay to buy data to watch, so that at the end of the day, you walk out from this video knowing that I've learned a lot and it's going to benefit my life. All right. So, bro, you applied to Iowa State University. Let me
yeah.
see if I can give a little information. So, Iowa State University of Science and Technology is located in. Let's see. I don't have the information here. Okay. So, I'm trying to see if I can. I will know where Iowa State University is located.
Mm.
All right, let's see. Maybe I'll be able to give some information. Okay, so it has about 90% acceptance rate. It's located in Ames, Ames. Is a city in Iowa, and that's the website I'm showing. Bro, any other universities?
Yeah, I applied to Pennsylvania State.
Oh, okay. Pennsylvania State. Okay, Pennsylvania State University. Let me see if I can show the website real quick as well. So Pennsylvania State University, let's see, is located in University Park, in Pennsylvania. So Pennsylvania is also very close to Ohio as well. Yeah, so this is the website of Penn State. It's a big school. It's
Yeah.
a very good school. Penn State University. So Pennsylvania State University. Which other university? What program did you target here?
Animal sciences.
Oh, okay,
PhD.
great.
Yeah.
All right. Which other school?
Delaware.
University of Delaware.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, let's see if we can show the campus of. So the University of Delaware is located in Newark, and it has an acceptance rate of about 74%. So I'm trying to see if I can show you the website. So here you go, the website of University of Delaware. All right. Then you really put in a lot of applications.
Yeah, a lot.
Did you get waivers for some of these schools, or you had to use the
Yeah,
national service money to
most
apply?
most of these ones. Sometimes I attend info sessions and we
Mhm.
get the waiver code, and I was doing that alongside with my friend Alasan.
Shout
He
out to
drive.
Allah Hassan.
Yeah,
Shout out to
I
him.
just sent him a link, and yeah, we were all TAs. He really helped me. Yeah, sometimes we just meet and then we motivate each other, and then we have
Awesome.
to keep on going. Yeah, sometimes he shares the waiver codes to me.
There are some TAs, shout outs to them. There are some TAs, they are in the same offices with some other TAs. They are working on the study abroad process and they will be hiding it. What do you think? Because you are sharing ideas with your friend. Why do people hide, when they are trying to do the same thing?
Well, we met when we were in fourth year because
Mhm.
we both studied agric and majored in animal sciences.
Right.
So I realized that, I mean, he had similar intentions as in schools,
Mhm.
applying for scholarships and things. So we both decided that we will be TAs because I had the option to do my service at GB Food in Tema, and he also had the chance to go to other places. But
Okay.
then we decided to come together so that we could motivate each other and then we work. But when we got there, we realized that not everyone had that intention of maybe applying
Mhm.
to schools and then other things. Yeah, so we just work on ourselves more. But I mean, we didn't hide it. Sometimes we could tell our colleagues that, oh, Charlie, you could check out this school. Maybe
Yeah.
if you need a waiver code, you can apply to this particular school and things.
Yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes when you don't have I mean, bad intentions about people, you shouldn't be scared of. But it wasn't that we were broadcasting or something. Yeah, we
Mhm.
were just trying to pull everyone along. So
Yeah.
shout out to him, Alata. Yeah,
Yeah.
and my other friends. I mean, Aziz.
Shout out to all of them, man.
Yeah, shout out to my friends. Yeah, yeah.
All right, so I'm still talking here with Joseph. Joseph has a very inspirational story, and he's sharing it with us. Remember that we will be selecting, two people today along the line. We have a draw. How do you join the draw? You just have to respond to the question of the week, which is that have you gotten where have you gotten to in your study abroad process? If you were supposed to get one help at the moment, what help do you need to propel you to the next step of the process? So just type that in the comments, and automatically you enter the draw and stand a chance of being selected, for to enjoy this. And we do this every weekend. We're just trying to bring hope and breathe hope into people that don't give up. It's possible. You can do this. So what has been your best experience so far since you got here as an international student?
I mean, everything. I love everything about this place. The weather, and
Mhm.
I mean, it's kind of stress free.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and I love the way they teach here and
Mhm.
the learning facilities, like the research, and then the people willing and ready to help you.
Mm,
It's quite different from where I came from.
yeah.
Cause here the professors are so sorry, but reliable in a way, and they are friendly. Yeah, you could even be working with a professor without knowing that he or she is a
Yeah.
professor.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
mostly they
and
like to be called by their
mhm,
first name, no professor attached to it, stuff like
yeah,
that. Yeah.
and the students they are cool. If you don't know, I mean, they are just willing to help, and they make everything seem easier.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So what was difficult to adapt to? Is it the accent? Do you have American accent yet?
Not really. Yeah.
Okay. Have you had instances where you respond to questions in class and they're like they can't get your accent repeated?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
mostly during seminar when a student presents and then
Mm,
I happen to ask a question or
yeah.
when I try to they'll be like, Come on. Yeah. And sometimes when I go to class too, I find it difficult to grasp I mean everything
How
because of
they speak a little
yeah.
bit faster, and then
Mm-hmm.
the
No
English.
matter what, but you would have to suffer from that effect. I mean, with time. Yeah. So I can go to class and sit down the whole hours. I won't,
Hear
and then
anything.
I'll get up and come. So I have to do all the studies by myself.
Oh, I see. I
Mm-hmm.
see. I see. How about, the food? I mean, Columbus is there's a lot of Ghanaians, the African
Yeah, a
markets
lot of our
there.
I mean, Elna, African, a lot of our, so sometimes I
Yeah.
still get this African stuff.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
except when you go for a conference or when there is a program at the
Yeah.
department. So mostly I just take meat, just
Mm,
meat,
yeah.
because the American,
When I used to pick people from the airport, I will pick them from the airport and we'll go to an African restaurant. I've forgotten the name of the place, but there's a lot of places in Columbus that
yeah,
enjoy African food as well. All right, let's talk about how much are you paying for accommodation and versus how much do you get paid monthly for your scholarship? Is it paid monthly or by week every 2 weeks?
yeah, I mean every month.
Every month. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. High university, they were paying us every 2 weeks.
Oh,
And
okay.
so how much do you pay for rent averagely? Columbus is a bigger city, so how much do you pay for rent?
I think 550.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So,
And
so
this like
utilities and everything should be like I mean 570, 570.
oh, okay. Okay.
Mhm.
And so approximately 600
Yeah.
for the month. And what is it? Is it like a one bedroom apartment? Do you have roommates? How is it like?
Yeah, I have an apartment mate and he's also a Ghanaian, a PhD student.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
so that means a two-bedroom, but you guys share maybe the living room or the bathroom.
The
How is it like?
kitchen, yeah.
Oh, okay,
Mhm.
okay, okay. That's awesome. And then how much approximately or in gross is the monthly stipend?
Um, maybe 2.5 plus tax.
Oh, okay, okay. So that's like 2,500 after tax.
I mean, no, after tax should be 2.1 or 2 point, yeah.
Oh, okay. So gross is like $2,500.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So with people who think that if I'm schooling, I'll be able to send a lot of money home. How is it in your case? Because if you're paying rent around 600 a month, and then you're taking 2,500 gross, right? It means that you'll be able to build maybe a mansion at home. How is it like?
I mean, we all thought that way before coming.
Okay,
But when you get there, you
the
realize
reality will set in.
it's not actually what we thought before coming,
Mhm.
because when you get here, it happens to be like your new home.
Okay,
Yeah, so you would have to. I mean, the first year you would have to find ways to settle in very well.
yeah,
Yeah, and especially for masters, you have limited years, right? two
yeah.
years, but at least you should be able to still, and due to the exchange rate, you should still be able to at least 100 bucks home or something.
I
Yeah,
see.
that should be fine.
I see. I see.
Yeah.
I see. Shout out to your parents. I think
Yeah.
they are getting some monies, enjoying the fruits of their labor. Anyway, that's awesome. So if you're tuning in now, we are still live on this Fred Effect platform. This is the biggest study abroad content platform, and you need to be part of the family. Over years, we are changing lives, changing the narrative, giving you the ideas and information you need to study abroad in a more inspiring and inspirational way. There are a lot of negative things we can talk about, but that is not the focus of this platform. We focus on positivity, we focus on encouraging you and inspiring you and showing you how things can be done. Instead of scaring you that it's not possible, we tell you how it could be done. Right. So thank you for tuning in. And I'm having a good conversation with my brother. I'm learning a lot from him as well. I like the way you think, bro. I really love that. All right, let's move on to other things. So like we can do the first draw now, and if you have questions, we can be responding to them. I will share the link to the session so that you can join us live in the studio. Maybe you have some questions for my brother here, and then we'll be happy to respond to them. So I'm going to share the link on other social media platforms so you can join So if there is maybe somebody that you TA back home, what would be your words to such a person who is trying to study abroad?
Um, I mean, the best time to start is now. Yeah, the best time to start is now, and I would want to tell everyone that they should stop projecting. I mean, the cost involved, because I actually didn't know there was something like service fee when I started the whole
Yeah,
process.
yeah,
Yeah, so it was after the visa stage that I got to know that there was something like a service fee. Perhaps if I had knew, maybe it would have discouraged me along the
exactly.
line.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then the grades count, but that's not everything. So they shouldn't be maybe discouraged by whatever grade. Perhaps you can still have a first class, but if you don't know how to navigate around the whole process,
hmm,
you can still struggle to land. I mean, just an admission, keke, you would struggle to land it. Yeah,
exactly.
and sometimes things go beyond what we actually think. Yeah, so you would have to, I mean, pray, because I heard of people who had their visas, the needs, the passport and everything got missing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
others too scheduled their interview and their passport got missing.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so a lot goes on beyond what we actually think, and they should also use the internet very well. When I go to the US, I realized that Charlie, they train everyone to be independent.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like so. I mean, you have to just be independent. Whether your car, everything of course, you don't understand data analysis. You have to. My professor is always like, you can figure this out,
Hmm.
and definitely when you try, you can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you read a lot about this whole process, how to start the application process, yeah, you should be able to make a significant progress. And then you watch people who have maybe gone through the process, just
Mhm.
like what we are doing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you try to connect with people, maybe on LinkedIn, because that's the only place you can. If you contact me, that I'll respond.
Yeah.
Yeah, you connect with people. Just like when I was coming, I didn't know who to pick me up, so I connected with the Church of Pentecost here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
Okay.
then
Shout
they
out to
linked me to students, Ghanaian students who attend the church.
that. Hmm.
So Justice, yeah, I think he really did beyond what even some of my relatives.
Could have done for you.
Yes, he hosted me for like 2 weeks.
Wow.
He picked me from the airport. He bought me a laptop.
Wow.
He did shoppings for me about
Wow.
$400. Yeah, he
And
when I
he's a
came, he was
student.
like, I should just he's a PhD student. He told me
Wow.
I should just keep my stuff when I go to my apartment. I can start. So I everything. I mean, he took good care of me. The whole drove me around.
What's his name? Shout outs to him, man.
Yeah, Justice MAE.
Shout outs to Justice. God
Yeah,
bless you
he
for.
went on a break in Ghana. He's currently in Ghana.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I mean he's a good guy. I wouldn't lie about that.
Wow.
Yeah,
Shout outs
yeah.
to Justice. Shout
He
outs to
really
Justice.
helped me in my transition and everything.
God
Yeah.
bless you. All right, so we are going to have the first draw. We are telling you the stories, we are telling you the process, but we also want to help you go through the process. So how do you join? It's simple. You click on the subscribe button, you click on the like button, depending on what platform you're watching us. Type in the comment section what the time is at your current location, where you're watching us from the country, and you answer the question where you've got into in your study abroad process. Are you about to start? Have you started? Are you stuck somewhere? Do you need help? What help do you really need to continue with the process? So once you type that, then you automatically enter the draw, and we are going to have the first draw. So we are going to select two people for today. So we are going to have the first draw now, and then we select one person. We have 183 comments so far, so we need up to 200. Then we'll begin. So if you are yet to type in or join, or you just join us and you don't know how to do that, just answer any of these questions and then type in a comment section. We have 184 now. We want to get to 200, then we will have the first draw. Okay. Ugochukwu is watching us from South Africa. Thank you for tuning from South Africa. Peter is watching us from Nigeria. Okay. Let's see. Oh, okay. Shout outs to Jonah. He said, TFE helped me to secure admission and scholarships. I'm about to enter the next step. God bless you, TFE. God bless you too, Jonah. We appreciate your comment and letting people know the good work we are doing. Okay. So we have 191 comments now. So let's have the ninth. Okay, 192. So we need 8 people. We'll have the first draw. What was the major challenge you had along the way?
Um, well, I can't,
Yeah.
yeah, I can't.
The
I mean, it was
determination was
getting a visa date. Yeah,
getting a
it did.
visa interview date. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I remember. I
Mhm.
remember. Yeah, it's a bit of a challenge. So how did you navigate around that? How did you eventually got a date?
Yeah, so when I reached out to you and then you paid for the service fees, you asked me to put in an emergency request.
Right.
Yeah, so I did, and within 6 days I got approved. And
Okay.
then the available date were, I mean, so I had 25th July.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and I started the preparations, joining mock session. Dawn, it was
Yeah,
really difficult.
yeah,
Yeah, so mock sessions and then C Codon.
yeah.
Yeah, it's also one of the platforms I also used to join their sessions, and
Awesome.
yeah.
Yeah. So I like the fact that you acknowledge that there were challenges along the way, but in all, God is giving us an opportunity and give us the strength to sail through these challenges, right? So there was a
Yeah.
challenge of, okay, I don't have money to pay visa application fee. I reach out to Peter Bawa. He's able to help me out. Now I pay visa application fee. I'm not even getting an interview date. And that's a lot of challenge for a lot of people now. Select whatever date you have at the moment and then put in emergency request. The system has now changed from the old portal to the new portal, yet people are getting it. I tell people that even the COVID era, people were able to come.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now that there's nothing new. When you're entering the process for the first time, it looks like, okay, it's new. No, it's not new. It has existed for some time now. And just talk to people who are knowledgeable about the process and you'll be fine. All right, let's have the first draw. Okay, we have more than 200 comments now. So let's have the first draw and see who gets selected. There's a one-man production, so I do everything on my own. I have to, know what button to click and all that. Okay, let's do the first draw. Um, let's see who gets selected. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, Samuel Abuaje. Congrats to you, Samuel Abuaje. So, Samuel, what you have to do now is, get in touch with the Fred Effect team on Instagram. So, go to Instagram, search for the Fred Effect, and you send me a direct message. Then we see if you want to apply for undergrad, the team will help you for free. If you want to apply for a graduate program, we will connect you with Joseph to assist you with the process. Congrats on being selected. Remember, there's one last person to be selected, before we end the session today. We have over 1,000 people watching us across our social media platforms live now. And I acknowledge that data is expensive back home. So if you have more than 1,000 people tuning in, that is awesome. And we are committed to giving out value out of your time and then your data that you're using to work. So we really appreciate. So just let's move on. Let's talk about So we mentioned some of the university. Was it all? Did we
Yeah,
mention all the
and then
university?
the last one was Cornell.
Cornell University. Okay,
Yeah.
let me see if I can share the website for people to know. What program did you select at Cornell?
Animal science.
Okay, so what happened?
Yeah, so some of them I had rejections.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and some of them too, they were still on pending because they were like they were trying to match me to
A professor.
professors of,
Okay.
yeah, similar research areas. Yeah.
Okay. So
So
how many admission denials did you have, and how many accepted you?
yeah, I think from the rest I had two rejections, one
Okay,
acceptance. Yeah,
I see.
and the rest are still under review.
Oh, I see. So people should understand that admission denial is also part of the process.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's part of it. So, if you've been denied an admission, that's why you don't have to put your eggs in one basket or only apply for one school. You need to spread your wings. Awesome. All right. So this is the website of Cornell University. It's an Ivy League. It's about 7% acceptance rate. So, you can also check out the programs they have. Who knows? Just put in the application and let's see how it goes. If you were supposed to talk to your younger self, right? Like
Yeah.
advise your younger self, what would you have done differently, or what would you have changed, in this process?
Well, I would say I could have started this process earlier.
Okay.
Who knows? Maybe I could have gotten a chance to do my undergrad.
I
Yeah,
see. I
yeah,
see.
but I mean, there is no regret in this journey. I
Right.
thought, I mean, it was going to just help me in terms of research studies,
Hmm.
but I later found out it goes a long way to affect me beyond the studies. It's just like a lifetime investment or something.
Hmm.
Yeah, great opportunity, getting the chance to connect with great people, the chance to work on yourself, to be unique and quite different and better than you were before or yesterday. It's really a great journey to embark on. Yeah.
I see.
Mm.
All right. So that's it. You can also join us live in the studio. I shared the link on the various social media platforms if you want to join us live and ask your questions. I'm going to go through the comments and see if we can respond to some questions. So this one is from Kwame Ayu Teria. I like the name. He's watching us on Facebook, and Kwame says that if I applied undergrad and postgrad with HND in the school, and you receive a message asking you which of them they should progress, what do I do? So the brother has 3 year HND. He applied for bachelor's and master's at the same time, and the school is asking him what he wants to proceed with. Bro, what would be advice to him?
Well, I would advise him to go in for the master's program. Yeah, because he will cut down EGS. Yeah, maybe 2 years for master's, and I think it's possible to even get a PhD with the HND. So
Yeah.
if he's lucky and they ask him which one to, I mean, process, I think the masters will go a long way to help him.
Okay.
Mhm.
Bruce is watching us from Kenya, and it's 10:32 p.m. Oh, okay. In Kenya, already gotten admission to 5 schools in the US to pursue my undergraduate. Need help with visa mock and how to get funding to top up my merit scholarship. Congrats to you, Bruce. The Fed Effect team, just like Joseph said, we do have a mock interview platform. It has existed for more than half a decade. Every year we have two, which is the spring and fall. So you just have to send a message to us on Instagram. We will add you to the platform so that you can prepare for your visa interview. So congrats to you as well. So Kwanzaa is saying, I need assistance on how to secure scholarship. Kwanzaa, is it that you have admission already or you are yet to apply? Um, and then Peter, I hope I get the name. Ajibodu is saying Nigeria is 8:31 p.m. Okay, and I'm just starting my study abroad process. I have good undergraduate CGPA, but currently have no idea how to start. Thanks to the enlightening session. Okay, so if somebody has the documents now, how do they start? What will be your suggestions for them, bro?
Yeah, so I think the first thing is figuring out which program exactly you want to study. And then from there, you can match them to the various universities that offer your specific programs.
Right.
And then from there, you can also match it on to the program requirement by that particular universities. And then the next thing, you can reach out to every school program has a graduate director or coordinator, so you can reach out to them about available or potential funding. Then you can go ahead and then maybe their website or the common app, mostly for undergrad, then you can apply through.
All right. Awesome. We move on to, let's see if we can pick more questions here. She said, Asusu Igbo, he said, I'm pursuing PhD in Clemson now. How do I go about the process? When you say you're pursuing, it looks like you want to say you're already in the school.
Yeah.
Or I think she means she wants to apply to. How do I go about the process? I think Joseph has already explained that. Watching from Northern Ghana, bro. Which part of Northern Ghana are you from? Because I have been to Tamale. People underrate Tamale. It's a beautiful city, and I like the
Oh,
meat. The meat
Upper
is
West.
cheaper too.
Upper
Oh,
West.
Upper West. Okay.
Yeah.
So I have been to WA before. I came to WA to pick my passport.
Oh,
Interesting. Yeah, I came to WA.
so I don't know whether you know Kumasa.
No, I didn't.
Oh,
I didn't know that.
from Sola, Bole, Bambo, Sola.
Oh,
Then
okay.
yeah, that's the border between Northern region and then Upper
Someone
West.
Upper. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'll just get there, then I'll cross my village, my hometown.
Oh, I see. I see. I see. Okay. So I I was frequenting from, Wenchi Carpenter
Oh,
Selima, to Bandang Kwanta.
oh, Bandang
Then
Kwanta.
then you continue to Tengam. That's my place. And then
Mm.
Bole Bamboy to Sola. Okay. I see. I see. I see. All right. Um Dixon, Alexis said, Alex Dixon from Ghana. I'm about to start my application process and have spent the past weeks gathering all my documents, and now I have them all. I'm about to start. I really need guidance on how to go through it at all because I already feeling overwhelmed. Yeah, it's okay to feel overwhelmed. It's
Mm-hmm.
part of it. Yeah. What would be your advice to him, bro? He said he's overwhelmed.
Well, I think that feeling he has now is okay.
Yeah,
And I think there is no one that can motivate you in this process than you yourself.
exactly.
Yeah, and along the line, you're going to feel frustrated, like giving up or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but since he has all the document, I think he's halfway gone.
Hmm.
Yeah, and there is still time to apply for four next year. So
Right.
he just has to figure out uh the programs he wants and then the schools. And most schools have free applications.
Hmm.
He can apply as many as he wants, and also contact them about funding. If he happens to apply for engineering, I think they have a lot of chances, like engineering, computer science, and all those programs. Yeah, I think he will be fine. Mm.
Right. But bro, how has studying abroad changed your life so far? It's not been long, but how has so far has it is it what you envision? Sometimes people plan to go about this process and they feel disappointed when they get to their destination. How has studying abroad changed your life so far?
Oh, as I said earlier on, I actually don't, I don't think I have
Any
a
regrets?
regret,
Yeah.
but then it has really done, I mean, lot of good for me,
Hmm.
especially in my studies, like my research. I've learned a lot of uh, a lot of new things, and I feel like it has already put me a step 10 times ahead of myself I saw in the past 6 months
Right.
ago. And it's actually a great place to be. It's just that when I got here earlier, the first month, I was like, oh, come on, yeah, yeah. And people always think like the system here, the education system here is so easy or
Hmm.
something.
Hmm.
Yeah, but it's different. You really have to do a lot of things like
Yeah.
meet deadlines.
Yeah.
It's not all that difficult, but it's very stressful than, I mean, Ghana. It's really, really stressful, and you have to do a lot, especially if you're an international student, to maintain your GPA.
Yeah.
If you drop, they'll just
Take
put you
a
on probation.
scholarship.
The
Yeah.
next part, you are going home. Yeah, so you really have to do a lot, especially being an international student.
Based on your experience, your scholarship, how the whole process is, would you still recommend somebody to still study abroad?
Yeah, of course. Of course. I think it's more rewarding, more advantageous. If you have like partial scholarship and you can finance the rest, I think when you get here, you'll be fine.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. Mm.
All right. So I've been speaking with Joseph. Joseph is currently studying at Ohio State University. And so it's a school you can also check out. It's a big university. There are a lot of programs that they offer, not only the program that he's studying. All right. So this has been a very insightful section. And as we do every week, remember next week will be coming your way as well. We are going to have the last draw and select a final person that the team would assist to go through the process. We after the first session where we had over 200 people enter, we currently have 67. We want to get to 100 and then we can have the final draw, and then we bring the discussion to a close. So if you have not entered yet, all you need to do is to answer the question for the week, which is to tell us which country you're watching us from, what is the time at your end, and also where have you gotten to in the study abroad process. If you just don't have anything, you can just type the Fred effect and automatically you enter the draw. So we have 68 people. We want to get to 100. Then we have the second draw. We'll select the second person. And we have over 1,500 watching us across our social media platforms. We really appreciate the support. Remember to be part of the family. Click on the like button, click on the subscribe button, and also give us a follow if you're watching us on TikTok or maybe Facebook, Instagram. Be part of the family. Sometimes I post a lot of information which have deadlines. Some scholarships, application fee waivers have deadlines. And so if you are able to follow, it means that when a new content is posted, you'll be the first person to know about it, and you can easily apply to these universities or the scholarships that we share. I recently posted on YouTube about a university that will be waiving application fee. I think Colorado State. I'm going to show you my screen to see. So yeah, Colorado State is waiving the application fee. Let me see if I can quickly share that whilst we wait we have 91 people now, so we need 9 more people, and then we can have the second draw. But before that, let me see if I can show this to you. All right, so if you go to the Fred Effect YouTube platform, is the biggest platform at the moment. We have 167 subscribers, which attests to the good work we are putting in so far. If you go to the live videos, that is where all the podcasts are posted. So you can watch all the previous podcasts and learn from them. It will guide your process. Every single one you watch has a lot of insightful, information for you. And our biggest video so far has been a conversation with a former visa officer. It has over 1 million views at the moment, which the visa officer revealed a lot of insightful ideas for you if you are going to go for the visa interview. Check that out as well. And then if you go to the community tab, I mostly do post over there. Recently, the Fred Effect team has been selected by Seller, is a platform in Africa as among the biggest top 100 creators in 2024, which is a great achievement, and thanks to Seller for that. So I recently posted that from January 14th to 15th, Colorado State University will be waiving an application fee. So if you are looking at applying to school, check them out. And I post a lot of them on the community tab. So go to YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and then also follow what we post there. It will be very helpful. Let's see how many people we have now in the draw. Okay, we have more than 100 now. So let's do the second draw and we select a second person. All right. So let's see who gets selected this time. Oh, Joe Ogochukwu. Ogochukwu, I saw your comment. So congrats to Ogochukwu. Ogochukwu, just link up via Instagram. So go to Instagram, you search for the Fred Effect, you send me a direct message, and then we have a conversation. We'll connect you to Joseph. All right. So it's been a great session, bro. I've really learned a lot from you. I think you inspire me. And I want to. What books do you read? Like apart from academic books, what books do you read? Because you have a lot of ideas that I would want to tap into.
I mean, mostly I just picture the real happenings.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know. I don't actually take out a lot from books.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because most of them are like science.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean they just come sometimes.
Right. You're very intelligent, brother, bro. So your final words to anyone watching who was able to tune in. I think I've had one of the highest views so far. So about 1,500 people tuning in across our
Wow.
social media platforms. Yeah. So what would be your final words to anybody who tuned in to watch us today?
Yeah, so I want to say a very big thank you because I know a couple of people they decided to tune in because I told them.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rita Boateng,
Shout out to Rita.
yeah, Dennis, Parker, I mean, a lot of people, and I wish to tell them that, I mean, anything is possible. Anything at all you can imagine, it's highly possible. Because I saw myself some years back studying abroad, but I didn't know it will happen so quickly.
Right.
It's the transition came very fast. And looking at where we came from and where we've got to this place, I mean, we cannot even give this credit to ourselves.
Yeah.
So a big shout out to God.
Right.
Yeah. And I wish to I mean, sure, yeah, man. Yeah. And then I also wish to tell them if anyone has intentions, I know everyone that joins here has that form of inspiration or desire to start
The process.
this process,
Yeah.
either to displace Europe or any other countries. I think the right time is now.
Hmm.
And then along the line, you're going to get tired, frustrated.
That's true.
You're going to invest in yourself, like paying for applications fees and
Yeah.
stuff. But you should just consider them as a lifetime investment into your own future. And anything at all is possible. Yeah,
Yeah.
when you take the step, maybe with a time to come, you would have to just stand back and be like, wow, so this you. And yeah, you'll be proud of yourself that you did it and that you took that decision since day one. Mm.
I like
Yeah,
that.
so thank them, I mean, very much. And those who wrote recommendations for me, thank you to,
Yeah, I
thank you
want you
to,
to take your time to do that because there are a lot of
okay.
people to say thank you, and we've acknowledged most of them in course of a conversation. But people to say thank you to.
Yeah, so I want to thank my mom, my dad, my
Shout outs to
siblings.
them, man.
Yeah, I want to thank my Dr. Olympio and also the professor who supervised me during my national service,
Right.
Dr. Frank Aidan. Those who wrote recommendations for me, um, Prof. Victoria,
Hmm.
Dr. Frimpong, my friends, Denise, Alasa, I mean, Aziz, Pakwadu, they all came to my help as at when I needed them most.
Yeah.
And then I also want to thank you because you really came to my aid as at when I thought all were gone. Yeah, and I know it may take some time for maybe my pastor to see this, but I want to thank everyone that prayed
Yeah.
for me. Yeah, yeah,
Awesome.
and some to encourage me along the line. And Chris, yeah, he's currently a master's student at Kane University, yeah,
Okay.
biotech. Yeah,
Awesome.
he encouraged me and he told me I would do well. And yeah, I was so glad when he told me that. Yeah,
Awesome. Shout outs to
and
Chris, man.
yeah, and
You
your
know,
viewers, yeah, I
Yeah,
mean they
so
did well. It's not
they've
easy,
been
you know.
amazing. They've been amazing.
Mhm.
Yeah. So and shout outs to Peter Burwa. Happy
Yeah,
belated birthday to you, brother. You are using your platform to change lives, and I love what you're doing. God bless you for shining the light on Joseph as well and making his dreams come to life. All
yeah,
right.
and
So
then
just
one more thing,
mm,
Madam Irene. I think she's these big people in Ghana. I don't. Yeah, Madam Irene. I mean,
okay.
she did a lot of good things. Yeah, and then one guy in UK.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
thank
right.
him. Mhm.
And let's tell people that when you're traveling abroad, don't come with $50.
Yeah, if you can do more, just do more. Yeah,
Don't
just
come
do
with
more.
$50.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So, Joseph, thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate
Yeah.
you. And our winners, get in touch with me via Instagram and then we'll take it from there. Thank you so much, Joseph.
Thank
All right. So it's been a great session with Joseph, and we end by saying that it is possible. You can also do it. This is a very inspirational story that we can all learn from. Now, the Fred Effect team has a collaboration with Argo Visa. Argo Visa is a team of former visa officers. What they do is that they have been visa officers, and now they use their experience, their ideas and information they've gathered from years of practicing as visa officers to guide you to prepare for your visa interview. So whether it's a non-immigrant or immigrant category of visa, before you go see the visa officer at the embassy, talk to a former visa officer to review your document, interview you, give you the necessary advice that you need to be able to effectively respond to the questions at the embassy when you go for the interview. So use the link showing on the screen to schedule a one-on-one conversation with a former visa officer today, and they will guide you through the process. The Fred Effect team for years now, more than half a decade, I've been assisting people to prepare for their visa interview as well. So you have to send a direct message on Instagram. If you have a date scheduled or you have an I-20, just send a message. We'll add you to the WhatsApp platform. It's strictly for people preparing for visa interview. Let's note that. And if you want to get in touch with the Fred Effect team, it's always via Instagram, because it is verified and it is easy to communicate over there. Just send me a direct message on Instagram. Go to Instagram, search for the Fred Effect. We have over 17,000 followers, and so you just have to check that out and then send me a message. Maybe you just want to be a friend. Why not? Just send me a message, be part of the family. And if you want to schedule a one-on-one meeting, at the moment the team handles applications for free for individuals with high school and diploma. We still do it for free, and so all you need to do is to use the link I'm sharing on the screen to be able to. Let me see if I can show that. I think I should get a producer, right? So use the link I'm sharing on the screen to schedule a one-on-one meeting. If you need assistance to, work on the application, I have been through the process. I've had opportunity to assist thousands of people to go through the process for more than half a decade, have 2 masters on a full scholarship, on a PhD and stuff like that. So the experience is there, the ideas are there, the information is there to share with you so you can be successful with your process. So if you want to apply for a master's, PhD, just schedule a meeting. We start with your process, and then we handle undergraduate applications only for free. So you just have to schedule a meeting. We take your document, the team will handle that. All right. So we shall end it here today. Please be positive and know that everything will be fine. The difference between where you are now and where you want to be is just information. If you had the accurate information, the good information about where you want to go to, it makes it easier to simply diligently follow, and you'll be okay. Please be positive and know that everything will be fine. My name is Fred, and this is the biggest study abroad content platform. It's called the Fred Effect. I'll see you next week. Please take care of yourself.